Racist officer shoves black councilwoman, drops to his knees after finding out she's the police commissioner. Before we begin, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss stories like this one. Powerful stories of justice, redemption, and lessons we all need to hear. It was a bright morning in downtown Chicago, the streets bustling with the usual chaos of traffic, pedestrians, and the constant hum of urban life. Officer Bradley Cole, a veteran of the force with years of experience but a reputation for arrogance, walked his beat with a sense of superiority. He prided himself on being by the book, but beneath the uniform, there was a simmering prejudice that often colored his judgment. As he rounded the corner near a busy intersection, his attention was drawn to a commotion outside a towing company. A woman was arguing fiercely with a driver about her car being towed. Her voice was calm but firm, each word precise and unwavering. The crowd that had gathered gave her the respect that came with authority and presence, though she was unarmed and alone. Bradley's eyes narrowed. "Another troublemaker," he muttered under his breath. His hand instinctively went to his holster, though no immediate threat was present. He strode over, his boots clicking against the concrete, and interrupted the scene. "Ma'am, step aside," he commanded, his tone sharp. The woman turned slowly, meeting his gaze. She did not flinch, did not shrink. She was composed, tall, dressed professionally in a sharp suit, and carried herself with a confidence that radiated authority. "I'm not stepping aside," she said evenly. "This is my vehicle. It was towed illegally. I'm entitled to be here until this is resolved." Bradley's patience, already thin, snapped. He reached forward and shoved her roughly. The crowd gasped, and a few people began recording on their phones. "Watch it!" someone shouted. The woman regained her balance almost immediately. Her expression shifted from shock to calm determination. "Officer," she said, her voice quiet but commanding, "I suggest you rethink that action." Bradley laughed dismissively, unable to see past his assumptions. "You think you can tell me what to do?" He sneered. "Yes," she replied, "I do," approaching the scene with urgency. Bradley barely noticed her at first, until the aide addressed the woman. "Commissioner Thompson, are you all right?" the aide asked. Bradley froze. Commissioner Thompson? His heart skipped a beat. That confident, unwavering woman, the very person he had just shoved? She was not only anyone, she was the new police commissioner of Chicago, the highest-ranking officer in the city. The realization hit him like a tidal wave. The shove, the arrogance, the assumptions, all of it had been directed at someone far above him, someone who held the authority to completely upend his career in a heartbeat. His knees buckled instinctively. He dropped to the ground in front of her, shame washing over him. I'm so sorry, Commissioner Thompson," he stammered, his voice trembling. I didn't know." The crowd watched in stunned silence. Phones continued recording, capturing every moment, every detail. Some faces reflected anger, others disbelief. Bradley's face burned with humiliation. The officer who had always acted with assumed authority now found himself powerless and exposed. Commissioner Thompson, despite the indignity she had just suffered, remained composed. She looked down at him, her eyes steady and unwavering. "Officer Cole," she said slowly, her voice calm but firm, "you owe me an explanation for your behavior, and you owe yourself a moment to reflect." Bradley swallowed hard, words failing him. He wanted to explain, to justify, but every excuse sounded hollow in the face of what had just happened. He could feel the weight of the crowd's gaze, the camera lenses, the judgment of everyone around him, and most importantly, the moral weight of his own conscience. Over the next few days, the incident exploded on social media. The video went viral, capturing not just a moment of racial prejudice, but the profound human reaction to power, arrogance, and accountability. News outlets ran segments on the story, analyzing the implications of police behavior, bias, and the importance of recognizing authority beyond assumptions. Commissioner Thompson did not press charges against Bradley. Instead, she used the opportunity to implement a citywide review of officer conduct and training, focusing on racial sensitivity, respect, and accountability. Bradley was temporarily suspended, required to undergo intensive retraining, and mandated to participate in workshops about bias, empathy, and leadership. The experience changed him. Slowly, painfully, he began to confront his own prejudices, the assumptions he had carried into every interaction. Bradley realized that authority was not defined by rank alone, but by integrity, respect, and character. He reflected on the moment he had dropped to his knees and felt the raw weight of humility, a feeling he had never experienced before. Months later, Bradley returned to duty. But he was different. He approached each interaction with care, mindfulness, and an awareness that authority came with responsibility, not arrogance. He became a vocal advocate for reform within the department, sharing his experience with younger officers, warning them against the dangers of assumptions and bias. Commissioner Thompson, aware of his transformation, occasionally checked in. She acknowledged his progress, noting that true leadership sometimes emerges not from power, but from the courage to admit mistakes and learn from them. The city gradually healed from the viral incident. The community saw not only the consequences of prejudice, but also the potential for change when accountability and grace intersected. Bradley's story became a cautionary tale, a reminder that assumptions based on race, status, or appearance can blind even the most experienced officers, and that humility and respect are essential in any position of power. And as for Bradley, he never forgot the day he dropped to his knees before the person he had wronged. It became a permanent lesson etched into his life. True authority is earned through character, not assumed through uniform. If there's one thing this story teaches us, it's this: prejudice can make us blind, arrogance can make us stumble, but humility and accountability can make us better. And sometimes the world gives us a moment, a powerful, unforgettable moment, to realize that the person we underestimated could change everything. Before you go, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Stories like this remind us of the lessons we need to learn, the lives we can impact, and the change we all can make when we choose respect over assumptions.